What makes us different from chimps? Yes, I too like to fling a mud pickle or two at a white woman from an oak tree. And I don't film it, it's purely for the love of the game. But what separates us from the primal is God gave me a soul and free will, so I can climb down and debate the same boo-wielding honky on foreign relations and the ethics of border policies after the alleged poop pegging. Stock and morality is to the pooper, especially when content is king right now. Look, selling your soul used to involve a Ouija board and signing your name in the menstrual blood of a guinea pig, and to be honest, there was a lot of yellow tape, it seemed like, to make a deal with the devil. And it seemed like only Jay-Z and Nicolas Cage had him on speed dial. But today, it looks different. I'm not judging these people in the video. I'm more talking about what social media rewards and the nasty corporate side that promotes this type of content. Which leads me to my first point. Social media, or YouTube, does not like original content anymore. Well, when Mr. Beast conquered the algorithm, YouTube said, everyone do that or you shall be cast into the algorithm gulag, fistfighting 9-year-old Fortnite creators for a subscriber or two. YouTube used to be a cool place where bros and hoes alike could show off their skits or personalities and build an organic, grass-fed community, and a lot of people would watch creators for them as people, not necessarily always what the content was, because we trusted the creator it was going to be a cool video that I could watch while turning my couch cushions into Auschwitz with my instant ramen farts. Dudes are so simple. We're just a bunch of Jabba the Hutts. Give us YouTube and a 10-piece from B-dubs, That's all we need. Give me some OG PewDiePie while my butthole dry heaves nuclear oxygen, creating a kind of a wasteland of chemical warfare in the crack of my couch. Just crack on crack warfare. And there's cool creators today that still do that. They still have that OG style, voice critical. But it's pretty much impossible to do it from scratch now. Because YouTube's oversaturated. Now you have 1 billion people all fighting for your attention. So now it's Mr. Beast thumbnails, clickbait, and drama are really the only thing that gets attention. It's like going to a packed out Taylor Swift concert and holding up a sign in the nosebleeds that says, "You want to talk about the Halo 3 soundtrack with me?" Taylor's not going to see it, and why the hell should she care when boobs and gambling are on the front row? That metaphor really got away from me. I'm not sure this is making any sense. So attention is currency, and there's too many places to spend it. So now we're in a place that if you even want to have a career on YouTube, or even just a community or a channel, you got to make 30 videos on the downfall of Logan Paul, or do the most provocative and mean-spirited things just to get people interested, or compromise your integrity for a viral moment, The machine of socials and YouTube promote click impressions and view duration, causing people to do stuff they really would never do in real life. For example, we're not too far off of spreading chlamydia at a nursing home, viral. Or start an OnlyFans where Ukrainian men dress up as Sydney Sweeney while they abuse your groin and breastfeed you in a hot tub. I don't know. I'd probably watch all of that. It sounds wild, but we might be right on the edge of glory for content like that, And look, if you watch these creators today, they look so out of touch with the real world, and I'm not trying to be a hater, but that comes from compromises, treating corn stars like rock stars, and making and promoting gambling content to is an audience of children. It's way over the line for just a bag, And I'm not on a high horse because I could see myself easily doing the same thing. Small compromise, and then you do that over and over until you got the bag and you're not where you want to be, But that's where the money is, That's what people click on. Here's a clip of Phantom talking about the same thing with Sneeko.
A specific conversation with the streamer Phantom. I went up to the Bronx to visit him. He showed me his creator dashboard and how much he was making on ad revenue, and I decided that I was just wasting my time.
I just hated that he took it that way. Like, it wasn't you wasting your time. It was almost like, how can you still put out good shit while still, get to the bag? Because you feel me? You just want to get to the bag, right? In my opinion, what Sneeko was doing before the red pill shit, before all the shit, was so tough, bro.
Sneeko was making meaningful content to himself. It wasn't until he became a provocateur and started just saying wild and outlandish stuff that the content started picking up. And yeah, I think that just proves the point. And like a sexually active wiener, let's wrap it up. I don't have any real advice or anything. I think just it's crazy rewarding content like this. But hey, that's where we're at. I'm not trying to be a bummer, but I do think that we need to kind of overcorrect in some areas. Comment below, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Also, use my code CUCK on steak for gambling. And if you want a goon for 10% off on my mom's OnlyFans, use the code MILFYWAY. Bye.